Hello guys and welcome to my 5th Rome uh, online battle multiplayer video. Today we will be facing the Greeks as the Julii Romans. My opponent is the player by the name Hamza. We had a little conversation before the start of the game, and he lives in the UK, and he was looking forward to playing me today. Anyway, my army is composed of 5 Roman archers, 4 urban cohorts with 2 upgrades each, and then I have 3 Praetorian cavalry with 1 upgrade each. Now, most of my battles are 10k battles, especially ones that I do host. I think 10k is much more tactical than big money games, and big money games tend to be more of just upgrade spam, and I don't like that. Anyway, Hamza's forces, he has 6 Cretan archers. At the front, he has 4 militia hoplites, and right behind them, he has 6 units of armored hoplites. So here what happens is, he does a charge with his weak Greek cavalry right into my urbans for some reason, and I counter-charge and stop them with my Praetorian cav. And the enemy general starts he is flooding. Just a side note, militia hoplites are my favorite units in this game. Even though they are pretty weak, I have used them sometimes to play some interesting battles. Most of which I do lose, but I do like the way they look. Anyway, I decide to just charge right into these militia hoplites because I don't want to waste my Pila at them. I know my urbans can take them no problems. At the same time, I take my cavalry, I overweigh my right flank with them, and I am running down the Cretans on the right here. And I do a charge at the side of these militia hoplites, and they flee, and I pull right back out. Now my urbans are free to engage these armored hoplites, sorry. As for the skirmish, well, now it's 3 on 2, and since one of his units are depleted and one of my units are depleted, it's almost an equal fight. As for these Cretans, well, they're still showering my cavalry, and I'm trying to get rid of them. On the main battle line, as you can see, the militia hoplites units are beginning to dwindle down, slowly but surely. And here comes one of the armored hoplites units. They come in. Notice that my opponent has no upgrades on his unit, so he's using number advantages. And here I bring 2 of my Praetorian cav units, and I strike right at the back of these armored hoplites. Unfortunately, the charge doesn't yield as much damage as I wanted it to. So I'm going to bring this Praetorian cav unit and just harass these archers a little bit more. So my archers are pretty much down, but they're irrelevant at this point of the battle. And another militia hoplite unit cracks down, and my urbans are now free to harass the armored hoplites. I noticed that I didn't even get to use my Pila in the fight. And here I slip right in between these 2 hoplite units, and I get out as fast as I can, but that was a very bad charge, and as you can see, my horses got massacred. Moving on, 2 of my Praetorian cavalry units at the back here are just getting rid of these archers, and over here, one of my Praetorian cav unit was left to chase that unit, and it appears that I've forgotten it. And here's one militia hoplite unit. They came back into the fight. Anyway, I take my cavalry, and I strike at these units over here, and that finally does the job, and they begin the rout. And I run my cav out of there to avoid unnecessary casualties by these armored hoplites. Also, the units on this side begin to flee, and that means that my right flank of urbans is now free to swing around these armored hoplites. So if I can just get them bogged down, the battle is pretty much going to be over. So let's go ahead and just speed it up here a little bit, because nothing really happens, just my urbans coming around and trying to get rid of that unit. And here I'm going to lead a cavalry charge at this unit over here to try and dwindle them down and maybe get a rout. and that does the job. Then I'm going to run my cavalry out of there. And look at these militia hoplites, they're still coming back into the fight. It's like the third time they've came back. And here I noticed that my opponent hasn't had them in phalanx formation. I rushed at them, but he didn't switch. And they have their swords out, which is interesting to see. So anyway, my opponent is down to 2 main units in his main line, and this unit of armored hoplites is quite intact, I must add. And as you can see, I want to just finish them off. Hopefully one combined charge with my Praetorian Cav will do the job. And here comes the Praetorian Cav, and they're going to strike right at the back of these armored hoplites. And that routs them successfully. One more unit left, and one last hammer and anvil charge. Excuse me. Will finish this up. And here we go. Lining them up, really. And I don't know why I'm doing that. Here we go. The last charge. Right into the armored hoplites, and that routs them. Finally, my opponent's armored hoplites did come back, and that's not really going to be an issue for me. So let's just go ahead and speed up. And I'm going to try to move my urbans to bog these guys down so I can just rush them with my cab and end this. And as you can see here, my urbans still haven't used their Pila. And I'm trying to attack these guys with my archers. And again, I've forgotten about this Praetorian Cav unit completely. Anyway, what's going on here is just a quick charge. And I'm swinging my cavalry around because I don't want to get bogged down by these guys. The armored hoplites here have begun to rout. This last unit is holding its ground. And my cav is now surrounding the armored hoplites on both sides. And my urban cohorts are doing the same thing. And finally, here we go. Just combining my cavalry units into one last charge. And this charge will cause a rout for both the units. And there goes the game. Good game to my opponent Hamza. He said that he had not been playing Rome for a long time, and that he was still in his beginning stages, but he did some good moves on his part. Anyway, good game to Hamza. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Here are the stats. I'll just leave it on for a couple of seconds so you guys can read it. Be sure to stay tuned for my next battle video, and thanks for watching.